Okay, so I'm going to replace these props and the screws, and hopefully that'll be all it takes to loosen this up. Spare props that come with the drone, and replacement screws. The fact that they provide replacement screws, I would think that you'd want to use them anytime you take a prop on or off. The reason being that the screw may lose some of its tension if it's reused, and may not be in firmly enough. Prop may fly off in flight. So I would probably not risk reusing screws when replacing props. Okay, so we'll take a screwdriver, remove this carefully. Pull it away. So there's dirt and crap in there, and hopefully that's the only reason that it's jammed up. Yeah, that seems to be what it was. Nevertheless, I'm going to replace the props. I'll keep them as emergency spares if I run out. And second one. Why not use scissors if you have them? Yes. Six screws and 3 props in each little packet. And you get 3 packets. So that's 9 spare props, and there's 8 on the quad. Interesting. No, correction, there's 4 in this packet. So there's 12 props, spare props. Little bit of paper, it says how to replace them. So, what does it say? 1, throw away the old screws. Okay, so now with the props, these are the two old ones. These are the 2 old screws. I'll chuck them straight away. New prop. Now, yes. So these are for the. This one's for the opposite side. Okay, there you go. So yeah, it's got the 2 lines as opposed to the 1. And let's have a look here. Single and double, double and single. So opposing corners have one type of prop and the other opposing corners have another type of prop. So we want the two new double line props. And these are the old guys. I'll keep. There's nothing really wrong with them, I don't think. I just don't want to reuse the screws unless I absolutely have to. So you do get excess screws. You get 6 screws in each pack of 4 propellers. So there are excess screws there. So we'll do the first prop. Nice and easy. Into the hole. Okay, we'll hold that. Screw it down. Yeah. A bit more. I think you can go all the way. Yeah, you can't. So you can't over tighten it. Well, you could over tighten it, but over tightening will just damage the screw. It won't jam up the prop. Second one. All the way down. Beautiful. There you can see that that's the shaft. That's the shaft. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah. We'll give them each a little extra, just to make sure, not too hard. Yeah, that's as tight as you want to go. Okay, so they're in. They're nice and floppy like the others. Okay, so I'll do a little flight test. We'll log in. Connect aircraft. Okay, let's turn it on first. Take off the gimbal protector. And see if okay, it's searching for aircraft. Hopefully it's not damaged. There we go. Unable to take off, GPS signal low, aircraft unable to auto hover and take off restricted. We'll unlock that because we don't really care, it's inside. Okay, this will automatically take off to an altitude of 1.2 meters. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to take off. Working fine. Beautiful. So my drone's not ruined. Hey! Gimbal protector. Voila. I missed the chip off one of those props, one of those single line props. Completely missed it. But I did pick it up. But funnily enough, it flew fine, even with that big chunk out of the end of the prop. So the ability of the Mini to fly, even with a broken prop, is still pretty impressive. It can obviously compensate to a certain extent. So while that might be okay, once I noticed it, I did swap it out. So I replaced that prop. I think I replaced both props on that rotor as well. So there were 4 prop replacements in total due to that crash. And out of my 12, I've still got 8 spare props. So all in all, pretty happy with the way that. So the other thing that I missed too, in those little instructions, that little bit of paper, I could not read it with my eyesight. I looked at it closer with glasses afterwards, but it was pretty obvious visually where each prop goes. But I guess if you took all props off, you might get confused about which end the double lines go on and which end or corner the single lines go on. So the props with the single lines and the double lines on the end of them. Now, it actually does have a solution for that, which is that there's a line marking on each rotor arm and a matching line marking on the props, or rather, one set of props has a line, a circular line, you'll see a picture in a second, that matches a similar circular line on the prop arm, whereas the other pair of props doesn't have that marking. So it is possible to tell by looking at the props and the rotor arms where each pair of props goes. So you can't get it wrong if you use both the visual cue on the prop itself, the lines on the tip of the prop, and the line marking towards the base of the prop, or the absence of it, matching the rotor arm. So yeah, they're 2 things that I missed when I was fitting, but because I didn't pull all the rotors off, I didn't run into that problem. And I guess if I was removing all the rotors, I would have become confused when replacing them as to which arm the single line props go on compared to the double arm props. I wouldn't have just chucked them on any corner. I would have thought, okay, what's going on here? And I would have, read that little instruction step or sought more information to work it out. So using a bit of common sense, you can work through these things, even given faulty eyes. So anyway, that's how you swap the props on a DJI Mavic Mini.